What's going on, guys? Today is day 12 of the free trading course I'm providing for y'all, and today is pretty much it's going to be putting it all together, but this is going to be part 1 because I'm going to make a couple more videos like part 2, part 3. Today is just going to be very simple. I'm just going to teach you about my strategy that I use personally and how I put all these building blocks that I've taught you. I'm going to pretty much show you how I put them all together. So before we even get into like the part 1, part 2, part 3, whatever, this is the blueprint of my strategy. It's very simple. We just find out which way the market's going to go for the day. Is it going to go up or is it going to go down? And then right at market open, since I trade S&P 500 every day at 9:30 in the morning Eastern time, it does open, and usually there's a lot of volume and a lot of liquidity. So we wait for a manipulation at market open. That way it takes out everybody who put their stop orders, sell orders, whatever. We wait for that manipulation, and then we find out if there's a continuation, which would be like a break of structure or inverse fair value gap. Then we wait to enter on a retracement, and then that would be in a smaller time frame. So just wait for that little retracement, and then that would be my entry. And then after that, I just apply my rules. So like 1 to 3, or don't overtrade, or whatever rules that I set for myself, right? So step 1 is time frames. So pretty much how I find my daily bias is I use time frames and trends. So I use the 4-hour and 1-hour time frames to find out if the trends align with each other. So if the 4-hour is in an uptrend and the 1-hour is in a downtrend, they're not aligned. If they're both in an uptrend, then they do align. So that's what brings me to step 2 of the strategy, which is if my daily bias does not align, we scale down to whatever time frame that fits whatever happened. So if the 4-hour and 1-hour didn't align, I scale down to the 15-minute time frame and then go on from there to look for that break of structure after I get my liquidity sweep, blah blah blah. If the 4-hour and 1-hour align, wait for that liquidity sweep, and then we scale down to the 5-minute and look for a break of structure. Showing this on the actual strategy, or the actual paper trading, or whatever you want to call this, the charts, live market. So let's go ahead and go back to 9:30. Where's 9:30 at? 9:30 is around here. So yeah, the markets were actually really bad today. It's terrible. But yeah, if we go to the 4-hour time frame, we can see that it is in a downtrend right now. It's going down. It broke structure to the downside. It does look like it's going up, but it hasn't broke structure to the upside yet. However, the 1-hour it is in a one uptrend. Holy crap, dude, I can't speak today. So these right now do not align. So in that case, I'm going to be looking for a 15-minute break of structure. I'm going to go ahead and mark out my key levels. I always mark my key levels out on the 15-minute time frame. It's just very easy to see the obvious points of liquidity and such. Just the ones that look pretty much ideal to you. Like this one right here is obvious low. This up here is a previous day high, previous day high, previous day high. So they don't align. I'm in the 15-minute time frame waiting for a liquidity sweep. Okay. Boom, we get one here. And then from there, I wait for that 15-minute break of structure, which happens right here. And then I scale down to the 5-minute and wait for that retracement, which happens right around here. We do end up losing the trade though, so I'm just going to let you know that. Put my stop up here, target whatever you want to target. But that's how my strategy is pretty much done every single time. It's done that way. If it was a 1-hour, if the 4-hour and 1-hour was both aligned, instead of the 15-minute break of structure, we would be waiting for a 5-minute break of structure. So let's say both of them were aligned. We would go down to the 5-minute. We'll still mark out our liquidities and key points in the 15-minute, but I'll go to the 5-minute once our liquidity gets taken out. And then I would look for a 5-minute break of structure. Alright, which happens around here. So this candle right here is our break of structure. Then I'll go to the 1-minute and look for a retracement, which happens never. No, I'm playing. So we get an inverse fair value gap there. Okay, cool. So there's an inverse fair value gap right here that we actually went right through, and that could be a point, but obviously I think I was, what is the 4 hour? Yeah, 4 hour was in a downtrend. I was selling today. So if I were to press long on here, I most likely will get stopped out. I lied. Bro, today was just weird as hell, okay? But this is just a good example of how my strategy is done. So, yeah, that's pretty much how it is. In the next video, I'm pretty much going to be showing you the next step, which is the liquidity sweep and the break. I'll just show you all the confluences that I use after the liquidity sweep happens. And I like to display them in levels, like if it was a video game. Like I have a level 1 confluence, level 2 confluence, you know what I mean? It's pretty cool. I'll show you guys that in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Hope this helped, and I'll see you in the next one.